Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today is our very first Throwback Thursday. I don't know why we've never done it before. I always joked about making it a Throwback Wednesday because why not? But we have this older set. This is a really nostalgic set for me that I bought basically when I was doing another BrickLink order. I was underneath the minimum buy amount. And they had this really cool set that was really cheap. It was actually, it's used, so I'm not sure if 100% of the pieces are in here, but I got it for cheaper than what the set was originally selling for back in 1998. I'm not much for boxes. I don't really care that much that the box is kind of messed up and stuff. To be perfectly honest, we just don't have enough space to save a lot of the boxes normally. We save a few collectible boxes. So anyways, I'm just glad to have the pieces. There's actually some really fun, interesting kind of old parts in this set. And I can specifically remember my good friend had, I don't know if he had all of them, but he had a lot of them and we'd play with them all the time. Like my house was this house where we would just have a big pile of random stuff and we just build whatever. And then he kind of like had the sets. And we would mess around with them a little bit, building them around, but mostly kept them in the set form. So I can specifically remember the bi-wing blaster and some of the other larger ones too. There's some really interesting helmet pieces and this weird circular sticker that's like super hard to get in the center of this sort of energy crystal thing. Anyways, so I'm really looking forward to building this. Also, we do have, I opened it ahead of time, sorry. This is fan mail too. I'm gonna be opening up this, it's actually a fun little sort of collectible promotional set. It's the MSC Meraviglia, which is a little promotional cruise ship set that was sent to us by Trent McKenzie. He also gave us a really awesome fan letter, signed, printed, everything. It's great. And also, I mean, I kind of messed it up, but he like cut out the foam corners to fit the box perfectly in there, which is like amazing. So this, I will be opening this. I will be building this because we build all of our collectible sets. We've done it with the Space Slug. We've done it with anything that we have. We'll build the collectible Lego store, all that stuff. But we do hold on to the boxes for maybe something like this. Anyways, so thank you, Scotland K, Trent McKenzie.
Copper armor.
Get out, get out. Oh my gosh. I know, yeah, the copper armor. I don't play Minecraft that often. I explained it. We'll explain it in the vlog. That's it. I know. Mike and I were here until... How late were we in the studio last night?
What's that?
How late were we in the studio last night?
Guys, we left the studio at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
11 p.m.
And I got up at 5:40 today to go to the gym. Can you believe that? You know why I had energy? I've been drinking a lot more coffee. I woke up so much easier, and I was like, maybe it's like the residual caffeine from the day before.
Yeah, maybe. Because you were drinking a lot yesterday.
All right. Anyways, sorry guys. I know
Alright guys, enjoy the stream.
I'm ignoring the
Just
chat. Sorry.
Make a pitch here. 2 cool videos.
Yes.
Minecraft came out, and you worked on a really good video.
Yeah. We're really excited about
tomorrow's video, guys.
The Corvette. Pristine, man. I did a lot of research for that one. Hopefully, I didn't get anything wrong.
I have a new follower. Who was that?
Sorry, if the light's changing a lot.
Yeah, it's flickering.
The whole section of our LED kind of like goes out and then it comes back in.
Got a new follower.
We do? On Twitch?
On Twitch. No, I don't think it's, you gotta refresh that. The Twitch list.
The Twitch thing? Really? Oh, wait. It's like, scrolled down.
Oh,
sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Daniel Werner.
Hey.
86.
Welcome. All right. Enjoy the stream.
All right. Yeah, he's cutting vlog today. I will be reading this. Actually, I'll read the letter now. I'll read Trent McKenzie's letter now on stream. Might as well. You're here. It's addressed to both of us, so might as well. Hey, Jack and Mike. Sorry this took so long to get to you. I was fortunate enough to take a Baltic cruise with my family and found that they had these as an exclusive. I know you both feel bad about getting things from your fans. Yeah, we do have a ton of Lego, so we do sometimes feel bad about getting
stuff from fans.
We do love getting stuff from fans, but there is this weird residual, like, we've got all this Lego and people are still sending it to us. And I can understand where Jack is coming from. Okay, I did, however, pick up about 20 of them and have been spreading the love within my local Lego community. That's awesome. Love to hear that. And as well as folks that would never get a chance, and they had. Okay, I think it's a fun little set. I think Jack would like the mini scale and how it goes together. I'm always happy to give back and support the media I consume when I can. I know it can be difficult to find your legs in streaming, as my best friend is starting out doing comic book movie reviews, CBM reviews. I'll be doing a guest spot when we go to Dallas Fan Expo in April. I actually just checked out your channel. I think you posted the videos about 4 days ago. There is a link to CBM reviews, by the way.
Is Trent in the chat?
Is Trent in the chat?
I don't think. He always comes.
If he comes in, I'll read the letter again because he did send it. Yeah. And Expo, keep up the great content as always. Keep building. Kind regards, Trent McKenzie, aka Scotland K. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Trent.
We will be building this on
Your
stream.
support is invaluable, and this set is really nice.
Yeah, this is
Thank
awesome.
you. It's a really
and
cool little
by the way,
display.
I brought out. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I think the build is a little.
Oh,
big.
that's the Panama Canal. Yeah.
It's the Panama Canal, and
Education.
they made their little ships. This one's gonna be bigger.
Right.
I was just wanted to see if it fit in the canal.
It's cool.
We'll find out. First, I'm building Insectoids.
All right, have fun.
All right.
All right, guys.
Stop motion. Hey,
You
where
guys
did you
have
get
fun.
the
I'm
set?
gonna go to editing.
All right, so boom, we're back in. Now we're starting. If there's time, I might even do the collectible minifig. That was the promotional set for April. I think that promotion's still going on. I have no idea if it's sold out or not. Okay, that was the longest live stream intro I've ever done, but it feels good. All right, let's get this started. Let's do the Insectoids. See if oh yeah, let me change out the transitions. Mike keeps making the stream cooler, but it becomes also more complex. So, oops, wait, whoa. Let's go back to that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's move that down. Whoa. I should have played around with this earlier. Okay, cool. Let's get this thing open. So, let's see. Hey, where did you get the set? I bought this on, oh yeah, and of course, actually it's taped closed, so I don't think I need, yeah. You just open it up like that. And it's ziplocked. So yeah, this is a used set. I bought it for cheaper than, nothing else? Okay, I bought it for cheaper. Oh, and the stickers are already applied. Actually like that. I got this because I had an order from BrickLink, and I was way under the minimum buy by like 10 bucks. So I think I bought this for around 10 bucks on BrickLink. Hello! Yes, wow, lots of people jumping in the chat. Love to see you guys coming in, hanging out with us. Looks like some of this stuff might be a little bit built up, sort of. He's got 2 different bags. I wonder if that's because there's numbered bags in this and he's kept them like that. I sort of doubt it, but you never know. Oh, maybe it's 2 different, it's probably the 2 different ships. That's my guess. So this is probably the larger one. I'm gonna move this out. Scotland K just subscribed on Twitch. Scotland K, hey Trent, did you see, we read your letter. I don't know if you saw that. I'll read it again before we build your ship, but we're building your ship on stream today. And yes, okay, this is the smaller blaster. Did the light just change? That light just, sorry, that's so weird that the light is changing around. I think it's because of, we're having this weird, the LEDs are just kind of all over the place. Oh, that was funny. These magnets were stuck to each other outside of the bag. Okay. Old magnet pieces, which is great. I almost want to, I wonder if I can move it down a little bit, if it'll lighten up, if it'll sort of adjust naturally. It might do that. Cool. Look at this, oh, look at this piece. Such a cool piece. I like that. All right. No, missed that one. I'll stick around. Okay, Scotland K, we will read it again. We were kind of excited to get started. We did a little intro. I actually shouted out CBM reviews. It's in the description below if you guys want to check that out.
You've got a really mean typo in your...
What did I do this time?
You've got a typo in your scroll bar.
Throwback, did I miss?
Thursadi.
Thursadi. It's Throwback Thursadi today.
Can you fix that? Can you...
Yeah.
D-A-Y.
Thank you. Oh, that's how you spell it.
That's how you spell Thursday, my friend.
All right. We've fixed Thursday. Is there...
It's gonna update?
Yeah, that's updated.
Oh, perfect, yes.
You're looking at it like it's a good update?
Okay.
He literally just finished reading the letter. LOL, my timing is great. Don't worry, we're gonna read your letter again before I do the build. First, I'm gonna do this one. And then when we build the next one, when we build the, Why do I keep forgetting the name of this ship? It's this. It sounds Italian. Meraviglia. Meraviglia. Okay. Yes. When we build that, we will be. I'll be reading it out. Uno más tiempo. If that's not correct Spanish. Bo, you're my favorite Lego YouTuber. Thank you, Gabe. Love to hear it. Oh, these things, the pieces. I don't know. You can't. This is killing me that those lights, like, are kind of dark. I almost want to switch back to this screen. Maybe this screen is better. Yeah, I think you guys can see it better. Isn't it weird how, like, you can see it so much brighter here, and then for the screen there, it's just not. All right, let's get this show on the road. The bags are worked out pretty nicely here, because you can. Oh, and this is super strange. I think you can see it from this screen. I just want to show you how the black looks in the manual. That's black. Like, that's the old way they used to color it. It just looks like dark gray, doesn't it? Whoa. Whoa! Sorry, camera. I think it was messing up because it was trying to focus too much. That was weird looking. Oh, cool. We have these old school sort of links. I don't even know what type of connector you really call it, but they're really cool. And they work decently well. They allow 2 different points of 180 degree articulation. So that's the kind of added benefit of it. Cool. I can't wait to have more Insectoid sets. I wonder if I want to like get some of these, like more of these ones. This was just kind of a fluke purchase that I just almost impulse buy. But ooh, and is this the old? No, it's not. Is this the old one? The thin ring modified 1x1. That's actually a really good piece. I like to have more of those if I can. Where you guys are? All right. Love your vids. Thank you. Welcome back, Sir Bricks. I'm looking forward to Splatoon 2 getting updated. I've never played Splatoon. Let's see. Let's get Uno down. Joe's down. Wow, they fit in so nicely because they've actually been sort of moved in. So yeah, that's cool. You have 2 points of articulation where it flaps, and then they can actually go up and down. They don't rotate. Like you can't twist them. You'll break them off. They just go up and down and side to side on 2 joints that are very, very close to each other, and that they don't make that part anymore. I wonder if they'll. I don't think they'll ever come back to it. Actually, I'm not wondering. I don't think they'll ever come back to it. That's a cool old targeting system print we don't get. All right, we're nearly there. This is a really cool. Yeah, these are all prints. I don't see any stickers. Ooh, man. This was back in the day when they didn't do as many stickers. I just sort of naturally assumed that they would be. I know that this is. I know that this piece in the middle, this weird little energy crystal, I know that that's a sticker because I can specifically remember being a kid and never getting it in the center. And whoever put this on also didn't quite get it in the center. And I hold no judgments against you because it's really tough to do. All right, we have this really cool cyborg-looking minifig guy. Awesome. When's the last time you've seen a clear helmet, a trans-clear bike helmet or motorbike helmet or space helmet or whatever? This was the only helmet that existed for the longest time. It's in trans-clear, though. And he's got a bunch of... I'll show that closer up towards the end, as always. But yeah, really cool. I think he's a cyborg. If I didn't look up the names of the minifigs, or I don't even know if they have names. All I know is that he looks kind of like a cyborg. Will you be building a UCS-sized Millenium Falcon from Solo? No, I don't think so. I'm sure somebody else is doing that right now, though. So somebody else will, and we'll ogle at that guy's creation. That's what's going to happen. Somebody else is going to make the Solo Falcon, and we'll look at it and be like, wow, that's really cool. That's probably what's going to happen. But I don't think it's going to be us pulling the trigger on that project. It's been about 20 years. It's been 20 years since this came out. And I can remember, I even remember my friend's living room with the white carpet, where we used to play with these sets. Like I can specifically remember. Cool. I think this is supposed to technically attach to the larger one. So this is the first vehicle. I mean, I'll show you guys sort of on the main screen. So this is the attached thing. It's got a little magnet in the back because the flyer, I'm just calling this the flyer now, that is attached to the main thing. And the main one looks kind of like a big ant or something, like a flying ant or a wasp. I wish I still had the Ant-Man build. I don't think I have that one anymore. But if I did, ooh, this one sort of attached itself on accident. Okay. So yeah, let's get the second one going. It's really small. It's only 114 pieces. And I was so surprised to see that though, but according to BrickVault, which their information as far as I know is pretty much always accurate. According to BrickVault, the original price for this set was $115. $115. Why did I say 100? No, it's $15, but there's 114 pieces. Sorry, I got those two things mixed up in my head. But even then, 114, 2 minifigs. That's high. That's like actually, well, it's what I think Lego would be charging for stuff now. And that's including, you know, that's including sort of the price hikes that people have been sort of complaining about. But that's pretty much what a decently expensive Lego set would be nowadays. Like, or at least like an average one. So I thought that was crazy that 20 years ago, like cutting out any sort of inflation out of there, it's still kind of an inexpensive set to get. Used, this thing is $7, which is kind of amazing. Or according to BrickVault, it's used. I got this used for like $10. But you know, those are all sort of case by case things, anyways. Will you review the other Infinity War sets? Yes, we will. I think there's one more with the Thresher, and maybe another one after that. We just put all the gems though, the stones. Sorry, we put all the stones, the Infinity Stones, in Thanos' gauntlet. I was gonna Instagram that, and then I totally forgot. I'm terrible with social media. People, spam. Don't see any cans of spam anywhere though. I need to make a spam build, like an actual can of spam Lego build. I feel like that would be a good thing to just like have as like a rotating PNG. Ah! I put the wrong thick brick in here, which was dumb of me. And I pulled another piece out for me. Can't wait for Solo Star Wars Story. Well, the sets are coming out tomorrow officially. I know everybody else and their mother has probably found them somewhere. But personally, just not a big fan of that like hustle, like going around. I was talking to other Lego YouTubers recently, and how it's just like, you know, they're constantly calling up stores and checking out where every little place is and figuring out which guys will sell stuff to you early and stuff. I'm just I could care. It's such a hustle. I like kind of relaxing, playing, building custom things. If I can get early stuff early, that's awesome, but at a certain point, yeah. You'll say the ship's too big for the canal? Yeah, I think it is too. I brought it out, and as soon as I brought it out, I was like, yeah, it's too big. He's talking about the Meraviglia. It's gonna be too big for the Panama Canal, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it reacts. How it reacts when it gets knocked out of the different canals. All right, this feels really strange. Like you can't tell the same way, but when I'm putting the parts on, I can feel them going on softer. Like it's hard to well, it's not that hard to describe. The parts don't snap in; they kind of just sink in, and you know, they just fall in a little bit easier, and it feels like they might be able to fall out a little bit easier as well. And I think that's sort of just a natural thing that happens when you put this stuff together. It's all made with the old gray. This isn't the light bluish gray. This is the old dark gray. It's not the light one. It's the darker version. And yeah, I think it fits together pretty solidly. It's just got that looser kind of feel. Oh, and this is so interesting. Very rarely, very, very rarely does this piece ever get... Lego still uses this piece. Hold on, let me switch to this one. I just want to show you guys something. Okay, so this is a piece that Lego produces. Gosh, focus, will ya? Focus. Oh, whoa, that's weird. It's got my... No, not that one. Stop it. Okay, that's better. Okay. Okay, focus. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Lego makes this piece all the time. This is not a rare old piece. They still make it in black. They still make it in a bunch of colors. It's still a very useful part to have. But I just want to show you guys, back in 1998, it's one of its original purposes. So here we've got, let me pull that out again. This is the old magnet piece. This is what's going to attach, this is what attaches the different parts of the Star Destroyer from the UCS set. And it's going to attach onto the other magnet part on the back of the flyer. So these butts will kind of be connected at the butt. Sorry, I dropped something. Okay, but let me show you. Okay, so we attach this. This is 1998. This is this piece developed so far back then. They don't make the magnet piece anymore. And they don't really do this one as, well, they do. It's got a Technic pin in the, it's still not that common of a part. But this one they don't do anymore. And this one is still common because they found more uses for it. But one of its original purposes, because this thing rotates around and it's got a single stud on the top there that you can see, you stud the whole thing in. And that little circle that never matches up with hardly anything ever keeps this thing from rotating. Now it's locked in place. That's one of the original purposes of that part. Kind of, I don't know, I think that's really interesting to see sort of the original intended purposes of a part. They faded out one of the things, so now it's just kind of this thing that comes in, and you know, they use it for keychains and they use it for more parts still, but I always thought that was kind of interesting. Lego does that a lot, believe it or not. And that rhymed, so it has to be true. Okay, let's get back to this. All right. Yeah, it's been played with a lot. I'm sure you're correct, Maddie. These two pieces are red and two are light gray. That's it. Oh, okay. All right. Anywhoozums. Just thought I would point that out. I always get interested to see kind of just what random little things you discover when you build old things like that. I was aware of the use of that, but every now and then if you're building something old, you kind of figure out, you're like, whoa, this thing had a totally different purpose and intention. Okay, because this is a 20-year-old set. 20 years old, and they stopped doing the magnets. I mean, they'll still do magnet stuff for like trains, I guess, but they haven't done a train in a while, to be fair. Yeah, the magnets are pretty much a nearly phased out thing. And I think this style of magnet, that shape, has been phased out. Okay, and we're actually getting, it's a pretty solid body. Now that it's all kind of pushed together. I'll squeeze it. And the legs have a decent amount of mobility too, which is fun. It's a pretty good range of motion. All right. And I kind of like this. They don't indicate like what parts you need for each step. You kind of just have to eyeball it. I mean, the system Lego has now is better, don't get me wrong, but it is kind of interesting to see the steps in the manual, like between each page. It doesn't tell you like what parts you needed. It just shows you the next picture, and then it just shows you the next picture, and you just kind of have to, you know, do your best guess. It's on a build like this, it's pretty straightforward, but I'm sure it becomes a little bit more complicated and or frustrating depending on how big it is. I remember doing the instructions, building from the instructions for the Darth Maul head, the UCS head. That was so bad. Like, it was such a bad set of instructions that came from Lego. That one I think was like a 2001 or 2003 thing. Can't remember. And is that it for this stuff? Yeah, it is. The bigger and more complex each picture is, the harder it is to find where you're supposed to be at. Ooh, trans yellow. Not as common. Come on, buddy. And there we go. Another sort of little, it's just the insectoid insignia. It's gonna, I guess so. It might be a targeting system too. It's got little targets on it. Could be that. Wouldn't put it past him. These magnets were fun to play with. They were. And these ones feel pretty strong. They don't really. Where is Mike? Mike is editing the he's editing the vlog video. He edits vlogs on Thursdays. So that's what he's up to right now. He was in here just a minute ago. And by the way, guys, when I finish this, I am going to be building the second set. This was actually a set sent over to us by a fan. I'm going to be reading the fan letter, so in case you guys want to stick around after this build, I'm going to be sticking around. Okay, let's see. See if I can get this thing fitted correctly. Yes. And there we go. This is going to fit here. Just one set of wings, too. This thing, I guess, should be able to fly. The wings are a lot smaller, though, on this creature, on this entity, than the other guy. Okay. Ah! You gotta kind of hold it from a little closer there. Okay, so the wings are on. And it looks like there's some cool, weird, kind of... Here we go, this is it right there. He's going to sit sort of in the center. And that's it. Boom. Finished it. Okay. Okay. Ooh, cool. It's got little eyes. I see. I see what that's all about. All right. We just finished it. I feel like you can see it better just from the main screen. We'll try it. We'll try this screen. Try this screen. Okay. So this is the main insect. I don't know if these even came with specific names. It's a little dark, but you can see the highlights pop out pretty well. So this has actually got a lot of mobility. There's a lot of things on this that you can do. It's only 114 pieces. So this is the main bug. This is the secondary bug. They kind of attach at the butt. I feel like there are bugs that do this, but I feel like the bugs that do this in real life like do that because they're mating. Okay, doesn't matter. So first thing first, it's called an insectoid. But insects have 6 legs. This thing only has 4. It's a travesty. Okay, no, it's fine. But there's a decent amount of mobility with the legs, which I like. Oh yeah, this is the space guy. I didn't even put him in there yet. They don't give him a seat. He just kind of sits there on some bricks. So the legs have a lot of mobility, and they're strong too. It's not like they're gonna break out because they're put in there between a nice long, like a plate piece that's really long, and it's got a bunch of different attachment points, so you can't really break the leg out. It's really solid in there, and the same goes for the mandibles. This is great. This is from the Castle line. I think this part was originally developed for the Castle line, or maybe the West. I'm not sure. But the way it was purposed here is it really does look like mandibles. It's fine. It's good. I like this. I feel like nowadays Lego would use they wouldn't use this piece for mandibles, but it functions pretty well. And I bet you bottom dollar, I bet you can hold a minifig in there, and it probably grips him really well. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, you can shake it around. He's not going anywhere. Oh, he's about to go somewhere. But yeah, so yeah, because there's a lot of tension on those mandibles. You can really, doesn't matter. Yeah, that guy's not. So it's really good grip. Good for playing. The wings flap around. These will obviously break off easily, but you know, it's cool. These are kind of like jet thrusters too. I think that's these little side things. That's what they were all used for, you know. So I think this thing's got not just wings, but like jets, so it can really fly and take off. Yeah, right? Okay, let's get into some of the actually, let's show this off. Okay, so it attaches in the back, like I showed you before. this is the other flyer. I had the cyborg in there just 1 second ago. Let me get him back into a sitting position. Bam, bam, bam. Sitting down. And if you wanted to detach, here we go. And what's kind of interesting, these wings can move around, and they've got what look like guns or blasters on it. So the idea is, like, if this guy was flying, he could get into maybe what's attack position. This feels like attack position, doesn't it? Like these things kind of sleep. Actually, I think that looks pretty good from this angle. It's not bad. And these little bits, they're kind of supposed to imitate the eyes because they are sort of bug-like, bug robotic creatures. I don't know if the vehicles are alive themselves or if they're just made to look alive. Both of the vehicles have this. This is a printed piece. Come on, focus. I'll give you $1. Focus. It's almost there. Come on, slowly. Maybe if you don't move it around so much. Ah, there we go. So that's the Insectoid sort of logo. I thought it could also be used as sort of a targeting system. They do have targets on it, but that is sort of the Insectoid sort of insignia. That's a printed part. There's 2 of them that come in the set. It's really cool looking. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. And also this is a really cool piece that they don't really use anymore. It's a solid, it's like a solid thing that goes almost the entire length of the ship. You can see that. Almost the whole length. Okay, really good looking guy. And yeah, that's, I got it to focus and now it's never gonna come back. This is the weird sort of energy kind of crystal. I don't know, I can't remember what purpose this played in the actual set. But I think it's what provides energy for the vehicles. I think. It's a bomb? Who knows? You can make it whatever you want. Let's take a closer look at the minifigs though. So I showed this guy off for a second before. This is the cyborg. There we go. Now we're... Look at that detailing on his face. He's got like the targeting thing for his eye. Tons of printing all over his body. Leg printing too, I will point out. Come on, it was focusing a second ago. Ah, come on. Maybe if you like play with it and it wants to readjust, it'll settle better. Anyway, so this is the cyborg. Wow, it's like further back you take it, it still doesn't want to focus. That's so weird. I need to figure out a way for it to do that because I've had it focus. You see that? That is killer. That is killing me, guys. It's killing me just as much as it's killing you. Anyways, the cyborg does have some good stuff. Lots of copper and silver printing, both the sort of brownish and or tannish and the silver. They're both reflective. So he's got a lot of reflective printing, and that goes onto the face. The face looks really good. I'm super disappointed that you can't see. That would be so awesome if it could focus up. Oh yeah, there we go. This is a used set, but the guy really did keep good. He took really good care of his figs. This is in pretty decent condition, right? No printing on the back. No printing on the back, but really good looking guy. And if I move slow enough, it won't go out of focus. Oop. Yeah, he comes with a trans clear helmet. Very cool. I'm so glad it focused. Okay. Let's see if we can get lucky twice. Twice in a row. And this has the signature helmet. This was, I think, my favorite part from the Insectoids line. Come on, focus. It got really close and it focused. There we go. So this is our, I'm gonna say he's like the actual Insectoid. The other one is he's like an Insectoid bot. But this is the dude that actually needs a space helmet. And he needs a bug-shaped one. Really cool. It looks kind of like the head of a fly almost. Really does have a very insect-type look to it. And then this is the detailing. You can see the insect head sort of insignia with the triangle around it. That's sort of their version of their space fleet. And he comes with blue in the back. No printing on the back. It's 1998. So, you know, it's old gray. And let's take that helmet off. You get a better look at his head. Blue head. And it's funny, he actually has hair. They did this, you know, with the orange hair with the yellow-skinned minifigs. And they did the equivalent where his hair is like shiny gold or shiny... it's more coppery or something. It's like a shiny copper, just matted, messy hair. And then weird goggles, a breathing apparatus. Really funky-looking guy, right? So strange. And then he's got his insect helmet. Such a cool fig, though. I like these old guys. They're so weird. Yeah, and he sits right down in there. So this was a really good purchase. I'm really glad that I decided to pick up this older set. It's always fun to see sort of how some of the old connections used to work and some of the old parts. This jointed bit that make up the wings is a lot of fun. And yeah, they do attach. I mean, I already showed that off. But all right, so I'm going to switch now to the second build. This isn't just the Throwback Thursday set. We are also, here we go. We are, ooh, where'd my mouse was like all over the place. We are also going to switch to this camera. There we go. We're going to switch to this camera. And I'm going to move the insectoid thing off to the side. The manual over. I think I'm going to hold on to the manual. And I'm going to pick this up. Here's the letter. This is from Scotland K. Trent McKenzie. Scotland K on Twitch. Trent McKenzie. The name fan sent over a wonderful. It's called the MCS Meraviglia. I'm getting the name right. I keep on forgetting it. The MCS Meraviglia. This was a 2016 promotional set that they gave out, or you could buy on a cruise. So actually, let me just read the letter, because I was about to explain what some stuff in the letter is. Signed and everything, printed out. Love the composition, the way it was sent over. Also, the fact that the foam was cut perfectly. It's disorganized now because I messed it up, but it was cut perfectly in order to fit this box without it getting damaged, which is awesome. I'm going to be opening it. I am going to be building it. That's just the way we do our collectible sets here. We do like to have them built up. And let me read this to you guys. Hey, Jack and Mike. Sorry this took so long to get to you. I was fortunate enough to take a Baltic cruise with my family and found that they had these as an exclusive. I know you both feel bad about getting things from fans, and I can understand where Jack is coming from. I've said this before, just like we have so much Lego in the studio, and sometimes fans will send us little Lego things, and it's awesome. We love it, we love it, we love it. But there's that weird twinge of like, oh, we have all this Lego, and then people that don't have as much still want to give it to us. I feel just like weird, but I can see as you go on to explain. I did, however, pick up 20 of them, and have been spreading the love within my local Lego community, as well as folks that would never get the chance that they had. It was a fun little set, and I think Jack would like the minifig scale, or the mini scale and how it goes together. I'm so used to saying minifig. And I will like it, and I am going to test it around with the Panama Canal, which will be too big for it, but it'll be funny to see it compared to some of those ships at least. I'm always happy to give back and support the media I consume when I can. I know it can be difficult to find your legs in streaming, as my best friend is starting out doing comic book movie reviews, CBM reviews. I'll be doing a guest spot when we go to Dallas Fan Expo in April. Boom, that was in parentheses. I said it. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Keep up the great content and always keep building. Kindest regards, Trent McKenzie, aka Scotland K. Thank you, sir. We really do appreciate it. I am going to be building this now for you guys on the stream. And also CBM reviews. I did link it in the description below if you guys want to check out his good friend who does comic book movie reviews. I know I'm addicted to those channels. I've been all over like Red Letter Media and stuff. Wait, I should wait for this until after I build this. So I am going to try to be nice to the box. But it is one of those finger open ones. There we go. And then there's kind of, it's interesting how these things kind of work, because you kind of build it up one way, and then there's no like perfect way to open these things up. You kind of have to just get in between that flap there, and there's kind of a funny, when I do it fast, I just kind of like rip the whole thing open. But I feel like I did a good job opening it this time. All right. And it doesn't have a part count. I looked it up on Brickset and I forgot to check the part count. But I'm gonna guess it's probably over 100 pieces. Maybe not much more. Might say in the instructions. Actually, no, it won't. All right, we've got a wonderfully kinked manual as always for these small sets. And oh, look at all these stickers. They're all like long and thin. It's such a detailed little build that you really got to be careful with all that in terms of just getting it all to match up well. So I will try to do my best to get the stickers to look as good as possible. That's kind of nice. Yeah, but others might be able to get Lego sets. Yeah. Hey Jack, what's up? Nothing much. Star Wars boy, how's it going? How can I send a set from Europe to US BrickVault? Well, we have a mailing address. We've definitely bought stuff from Bricklink stores in Europe, and that's quite an undertaking in terms of shipping costs. I mean, please don't feel like you guys need to send stuff to us. We love it, we love it, we love it. But once again, we have a ton of Lego, and I won't want to put anybody out. You think it's close to 175 pieces? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Trent. All right, we are gonna get. There's no numbered bags. Doesn't need to be. I think we can just keep them in the 3 separate piles of large, medium, and small. And they say to organize by color, but I'm just going to keep them separated by size. Mike, I think I sent you BrickVault mail building instruction. Oh, all right. We will check that out. We do get lots of building instructions from people, emails and stuff. About the store, things like that. And I actually am going to upgrade, or update, not upgrade, the description for some instructions for mailing stuff, because I feel bad. Sometimes we've seen that a few people have gone to the trouble to already go through the work to make instructions for mocks, and then we end up not being able to put them up in the store. So I just feel bad if somebody has the explicit idea in their head to make instructions for something, and then we can't put it up in the store, and then they've gone through all the work to make instructions. Like, I feel bad. So I'm gonna do sort of like, if you do want to sort of submit a mock for the web store, I'm gonna update the instructions in a way where you talk more or show more of the build first before going through the trouble of putting the step-by-step instructions, because that can be a lot of work. And if you do all that work and you know you were expecting to get up in the web store and it doesn't happen, I just feel bad. So I'm gonna update. Why do I keep saying that? I'm gonna update that. Ooh, I need the 1x3. I'm gonna update that on the store, and maybe, yeah, I think that's where we have the description right now. All right, this is gonna be way big. I can already see. Took about 10 of the parts to go together before I realized, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Before I realized this is going to be way big for the Panama Canal. It's just, this is one of the large ships from Panama Canal set, and this is the first half of the other one. It's also twice as thick. The 4x4 works though. It can still, like, if I put all the canals down, it can go right through. It'll just be like doing waterfall jumps. All right. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. This is gonna be a lot longer. It's gonna be like 2 times bigger than it'd be able to fit in any of the slides. Hello, Jack. Hello, Fawzan. Hello. Do you have wooden Lego toys? No, I do not. I met a guy at Star Wars Days who had a Lego museum and everything, and he had one of the original Lego yo-yos, wooden yo-yo that came from Lego, and it was before Lego was Lego. They had it like they had a different name before that when they were doing the wooden toy store. So he had like this crazy old like collectible thing from the guys from forever ago, handmade I think by the original Kirk Christensen. Kirk, is that the original guy? Maybe it was the son. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. But no, I don't have any wooden original Lego stuff myself. I did play with the Lincoln Logs when I was a kid, but it's totally unrelated. Those were fun. Those were so simple. That was like the simple version of building up. Wow, so this is the full length. Way longer in the cruise ship from the Panama Canal. But it's cool though. We're gonna have a lot more detail though. I can already see it happening right now. Are you still friends with Veronica? I haven't talked with Veronica in a long time. She sent me a message. She's doing really cool stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna say all the things she's doing in her life now, but because I used to do a certain type of work, and she kind of was offered a somewhat similar position for not the same kind of job, but a similar sort of lifestyle that went with the job. So we were talking about that for a while, and she ended up taking the job. And she sent me a message, I think a couple months later, and was like, I'm having a blast. But I haven't talked to her in a while. Could text her, just be like, yo, what up? Are you still doing that thing? I have no idea. I think I'm pretty sure she's still in LA. I have a feeling. Just got a feeling. That's where a lot of the original builders were when we started off the channel. Let's see. Oops! Wow, I was looking at the chat. Put a jumper down in a completely. Are these the lifeboats? I think I'm putting in the. These are the lifeboats, right? The little bits of orange, the circular bits. I'm not entirely sure. I'd be willing to bet that that's the case. It seems funny that there's this Lego promotional set, but I do know that the Lego company, don't they own certain types of tankers? Doesn't the company have that? Maersk. Why does that feel familiar to me? Because when I first saw this, I was like, why do they have this promotional set? This feels a little bit sort of random almost that Lego would do this. But then I remembered they have a company that owns a lot of tankers and then I think ambulances, right? Can somebody confirm that to me? Doesn't Lego own a bunch of I don't know, it's like the company that produces ambulances or the company that produces certain types of tankers for transportation and maybe cruise liners. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, if they do the tanker ship, they do the large ships, maybe they do large cruise ships. So that all kind of makes sense that maybe the I keep forgetting the name. The Meraviglia might actually be a ship that subsequently through sort of diffusion was kind of associated with the Lego group, just because the sort of parent company that they have produces ships, I think. Somebody confirm. Oh, nice. We have a lot of people in the Twitch chat coming through. Heavy Lurker. Oh, Barky Bricks. Hello, everybody. I like these orange highlights, though. It does look good. A little bit of green coming in there. Did I skip a page? I totally skipped a step. That's my bad. Hey yo. Nice. Oh, we're gonna start putting on the stickers pretty soon in just a minute. And that, looking at the amount of stickers, I feel like that's gonna be probably half of the build time total. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay, MCS is based out of Denmark and worked out with a deal for a promo set. Maersk is a part of a purchase Lego made of a transportation subsidiary, I believe. Okay, thank you, Trent. I knew there was some kind of thing. I knew there was some kind of association. He looks at YouTube chat and then Twitch. I look at what I've done is I've combined both of the chats equally. So I look at both things coming through. It's odd that the YouTube chat is kind of, what up, Project? Nothing much, Brick Star Wars boy. Yeah, it's just different how the chat kind of works. Sometimes there's more on Twitch, sometimes there's more on YouTube. Usually more on YouTube, and that's just because we started streaming on YouTube first. We're a YouTube channel, so it just kind of makes sense that that's the way it works out. Ooh, okay. Let's see how many of these stickers I can get on. Well, this is going to make a huge difference. Ooh, that was perfect. Perfect. No, it's pretty good. This is going to make a huge difference as to how good or bad this particular set looks, just because there's so many of them. And lining them up straight is going to be a big... It's going to look... You'll be able to tell because it's all these straight rows of windows. All these straight rows of windows. That if you don't get that right, or even if one is off, it's going to kind of like, it's going to draw your eye a little bit. So I'll do my darndest to make it look good. I remember this set. Oh, you've also built this, Parky Bricks? Yeah, it is a lot of stickers. I wouldn't say it's the most. I think those Audis from Speed Champions, probably some of the more recent Speed Champion sets too. I know there was one that looked very similar racing style to the Audis. But I think, yeah, it was like last year 2 Audis came out, and it was like 1 sticker for every 3 bricks or something in the set. It was just too much. This one, these are actually pretty easy to put on. The 3x, the 1x3s, the 1x4s, those are like very kind of easy to line up. It's the smaller ones. It's like a sticker that goes on a 1x2 might be harder to line up better. You just have less space to like work with your hands and stuff. So that's where some of these mistakes kind of would go into. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. And here. It's really solid fluid build though. It's a lot of brick stacking. Nice and relaxing. Push that all the way down. We are also streaming on Twitch. Stop. Stop sticker time. Will you ever do a brick my life instead of draw my life? Huh? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm unfamiliar with the draw my life thing. I don't know what it is. Draw my life. It sounds familiar. Here, see, this is the 1x2. This is something I really don't want to get off. There we go. Solid. Don't worry, guys. I'm almost halfway with the stickers. You didn't see this in the catalog? I don't know if this would be in a catalog because it's a promotional set. I think it was offered to people that were on a particular type of cruise. That's my guess. Oh, wait, hold on. Built that and then realized that I still had more to go. There we go. Nice. This cruise ship looks really cool though. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's hyped for Infinity Wars? I have to say I'm more hyped for Infinity Wars than I am for the new Solo movie, which is the first time I've been more hyped for basically any type of anything more than a Star Wars thing. I don't know why. I feel like the Solo movie just has potential to be like okay, but I'm not expecting a lot. I don't know. I don't mean to. If you guys are stoked for Solo, I don't mean to be like it's no good, but here we go. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the Infinity War sets more though, for sure. It's actually a really well made set. I like seeing promotional sets or like small sets that don't really get circulated that well, and you build them and you're like, the quality is still really good, because you would almost expect, I mean, not expect, but it wouldn't be unheard of for a company that's like, okay, like let's just do a little quick fun promotional whatever thing. It doesn't have to be that good, you know, like that kind of mentality. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tried to pull that, but that's not the case with this one. This feels good. This feels really good. So that is very encouraging. I'm stoked for Infinity Wars. Awesome. I know there's going to be some... It's going to be interesting. It's going to change the MCU forever. Oh, whoa. I totally skipped... When did I have to put those stickers on? Oh, interesting. Okay, 11s and 12s. I skipped the side. These are going to be the hard ones. These are going to be stickers that I want to make sure I do not mess up. Okay, these are 12s. Okay. Yeah, this is the hard one. These are the hardest ones. One is successful. I've got a little tiny sort of like scalpel tool that I'll use if I really mess up a sticker. I can just slide it underneath. Perfect. That's actually really good. I feel good about that. I'm even going to show you the close-up shot. It's pretty solid, right? Pretty solid stickering so far. Don't say so myself. All right, let's get the other side. But yeah, if I really do mess it up, I have this little scalpel thing. It's like a very long, thin little razor, and if you come at it just the right way, you can get it underneath the sticker and the Lego without it disturbing the, you don't want to gouge the plastic, and you also don't want to cut through the sticker. If you just get the corner up, you can just peel it. If you just get that piece right under one of the corners, you can peel it very easily, and then you don't have that weird wrinkle, and you sort of get a good reset for putting the stickers down. Not like I think you should be building with a razor next to you at all times, but it is helpful. That is true. It is very helpful. All right, let's get a 2 on here. Ooh yeah, getting a lot more stickers on here now. Yeah, these longer ones are some of the easier ones though. Sorry, I'm not looking down at the chat that much. I'm like, whaja! Down, all the way down into the little corners of the build. There we go. Okay. Nice and easy. Okay, uno. And then this is going to be a number 4. Like that, the little portholes and everything. It actually looks really nice. Okay, let's get this up. Ooh yeah, putting the second sticker on is really important to make sure that those corners are still at the same height. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. Yep. 15 and 5. Oh wow. Okay. There's a lot on one side. Oh, there's so many. Okay. This is a 5. Hey guys, how's it going? Jackie, going to try Spider-Man PS4 when it comes out this September? I don't play a lot of console games or computer games that much, so probably not. I'm more of a movie person, or I like to go outside and like throw a frisbee, or if I really have time, maybe do some paintball or something. I know it's dumb because like my brother is like so massive into the computer game world, and I have like all the opportunities to play like all the kinds of games. I just never do. Like my friends are always like, why don't you, like, you should have like the best gaming setup and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I think part of it is I'm just so prone to being outside that I get all weird if I'm not outside for a certain amount of time. Like, I love playing with Lego, but too much of a good thing can make you just batty if you're just in the room, one room all the time. Jack, you should change the channel name to Sticker Vault. Oh, burn. You got us with that one. I know, I just finished, so I finished like all the stickers on one side, and let's switch it. Let's do all, there's a few here, but most of the stickers now all go on this side. This should be the last, not the last, but one of the last big pushes for stickers after I finish this step. I love Marvel and DC movies. Lepin and Lego both have high-priced lawyers. I'm sure it will probably be tied up in courts for a while. Right. Yeah, people were talking about that. Lepin, because Lego won like the first sort of round of some type of litigation. But it wasn't like something that, nope. They're still very far off from getting any. The whole thing is like, is China really gonna enforce whatever type of prosecution on these guys? I don't know, maybe. I think that's a big thing, is like, will China even, like Lego will sue, and then will they win? Like, will the guys that they beat be forced to actually stop what they're doing, even if they lose? That was what somebody else was telling me the other day, or a while back. Here we go. All right, sweet. Those are the nice and easy ones, the long ones. And let's get a bunch more on. Okay. Sticker Vault. Jack, do you watch Walking Dead? I used to. I haven't watched it in a while. The thing about Walking Dead, it's just, man, it's such a great premise, and the first season was really good, second season was really bad, third season got good again, and then it just, I don't know, I just sort of lost interest. Yeah, I did like Walking Dead for a while. It's just not, I don't know, it's alright. The thing that always gets me, though, that I always kind of do that, you know, you do the whole like thing when you watch it, is whenever they're walking through a forest, it's really not that thick of a forest, and they're always just like being all quiet, and they're looking around, and they're all scared, and then a zombie out of nowhere jumps at them, and it's always like a shot, like almost like this, like a shot on me, where they're like looking around, and then just like out of the corner, a zombie just like, whoa, and they gotta fight the zombie. But the dumb thing is like, if you just look at the scene, it's like there's nothing around. So you know when they're filming it, there's like a guy standing there with the camera, and the cameraman is standing next to a zombie, and they're in the middle of an open forest or field, and the guy's just standing there, and the zombie guy's just standing right outside of frame, and then they like hit the mark, and he goes, wah, and you're just like, how do these zombies sneak up on people? They're not hiding behind anything. I swear. It just breaks the suspension of disbelief every time I see that. I'm just like, the forest isn't that thick. Zombies don't sneak up on people. They're not like smart. They're never shown to be smart. Yet they all somehow manage to be super quiet and sneaky in like the most difficult places to be quiet and sneaky. So I've slowly but surely been turned off of the Walking Dead series. It's like way too much of an overanalyst. We watch so many Lego videos. Do you think people watch IKEA assembly vids? It's a good question. I don't know. People choose to buy Lego to build it because they enjoy the process of building it. I don't think people buy IKEA furniture just because they enjoy building the IKEA furniture. Half the time you're trying to get those little pins, those little like cork or like wooden pins to go into the hole, and it always get jammed. If it comes in at an angle or something, then it really gets jammed. You gotta plier it out, and then it's too loose, won't fit in again. I don't think the building is difficult for IKEA, but it's just frustrating. Oh, whoa. Oops. I put that wrong part down. Where did I put, can I get a brick separator? Why do I not have a brick separator next to me? This is blasphemy. Blasphemy. Okay. Oops. Be right back. What are the chances? Oops, that was my bad. Hey! Brick separator. It's weird. I usually try to keep at least like 2 on the table at all times. And I think I got a little bit overly ambitious when I was cleaning the other day. And I took out both my brick separators. Oops. Jack, are you the boss? Dude, I'm the boss of all... No. There's no bosses here. Everybody's... Hey. I mean, I'm managing a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff. I don't know. It's constantly going. My brother, he's doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. We try to divvy up the important jobs as much as possible. Oh, this is kind of interesting. So it's a 1x2 and then the 1x3, so it sticks out just a little bit. I like that. Okay. Alrighty. This is the top. Cool. So looking at this, we've actually knocked out most of the stickers, but not quite all of them. I think there's going to be some on the back once we tile it out. That'd be my guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. We'll see it go through the Panama Canal. Jack, nice beard. Thank you. Thank you. I wish it grew in better, but I think that's the plight of so many people who like to grow beards. Have you seen those beard growing contests? Like the guys that wax them and do all the crazy things? It's more of like an art contest. And it's like everybody can grow massive beards. That's just like a check, right? But then it's just like, what can you do with it is the real challenge. And they're very, very cool. Because they're really creative and really like, it's a lot of fun. And it takes a huge amount of time, effort, and skill to put together these sort of beard compositions that some of these guys do. Here we go. Got some green and red, so you know that's getting covered up. What is a brick star? I don't know what that is. Hey, it's Brick Separator. Jack, do you watch Jay Leno's Garage? He had the Ghostbusters car from the 80s movie. I haven't seen it, and I recently just started watching, or I guess rewatching some stuff from Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. I think that's a pretty fun one. So, and I've heard Jay Leno's Garage is pretty cool. I like car stuff. You'll see tomorrow's video. I did quite a bit of research with the Corvette, and I love it because the builder just added like every bit to this car that you could possibly sort of add. Oh, this is so good. I'm really like these last details that we're putting on right now are I think some of the most fun. Nice little offset 3-2. Just here we go. Another sticker. Knew it. Let's make sure we get that correct. But no, I haven't seen Jay Leno's Garage. Doesn't he have, I saw a thing where he had like a motorcycle that has like a jet engine or something. The acceleration is really slow, but it's something like the equivalent of a jet engine like being on the bike. Don't quote me on that. I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. Level Cap Gaming is in the house. He's not here right now, but he's around. He was just in there. We're working on stuff. Here we go. MCS Meraviglia. What is Meraviglia? That sounds Italian. Jack, Mike said you could sing, so let me hear something. LOL. Mike was lying to you. I cannot sing. Trust me, I cannot. I know for a fact. It's one of those things where, you know, you try to do something and then you're like, oh, maybe I can. Maybe, I don't know. I already tried. You know, that kind of thing. No, I've tried, and I have failed. I used to live in South Korea, where they, you know, everybody knows karaoke. They call it noraebang there, but it's huge in that culture, and people love to go out and sing. And you know, they'll like twist your arm, oh, go do a song, and then you do a song, and they're just like, never do that again. That's funny. So no. But Mike, I hear, is one heck of a banjo player, so you should ask him to play the song, a song on his banjo. Surprised he hasn't put that in his BrickVault yet. Very surprised. Alright, these are just the last bits right here. We're just adding the last, tiniest bits. This looks like little pools and stuff in the back. This looks like one heck of a cruise. Adding some... Oop. Hello. Hi, hello, Woody. Jack, Jack, can you sing? I want to hear. No, no, no. I cannot sing. I never sing. I don't know how this rumor got started. Alright, I know exactly how the rumor got started. But it ain't gonna happen, eh? There goes the last one. Alright, now this one's really gonna slide around. I don't even know how necessary that is for structure. I think it's just kind of cool for sliding the ship. Alright. And... okay, last two steps, pretty much. Oop. Oh, and I can see where these stickers need to go. Almost done. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, still a few stickers left. I do Lego builds on my channel, but I build from my imagination. Awesome. That's what it's all about. If I had more time, you know what my favorite form of building is? I was trying to set that, not trying to set it up necessarily, but I was thinking about having a setup in this studio that was building on the floor, because I like to build on the floor. That's sort of, I just like the being able to kind of just like move around. You're kind of like crawling around, and then you reach over there and you reach over there. I kind of like that. I think for long duration builds, and especially if you're working with a huge amount of parts and you're really trying to do something specific, it's not really conducive to like putting together like a specific build that you have the parts all measured out for. But just kind of messing around with pieces and organizing out certain types of parts and putting them in little piles here and little piles there, I think that's the most fun and fluid way for me personally when I build. I like being able to kind of mess around on the floor with the parts. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I think it's just because that's how a lot of people start building too. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of constantly moving about and getting ooh, hello. Getting the last little bit up here. Looking around, making sure there's a couple of little pieces here and there. I'm not sure if I'm skipping anything. I just want to make sure I'm not skipping anything. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say. That is it. That's it for the bricks. I just need to do the stickers now. The whole build is done. 175 pieces roughly. You should watch me. Jack is the Pass the Butter Rick and Morty next to R2D2. Wally is there. No, that's Wally. The Pass the Butter bot is in the other room. That was a fun little build. Okay, let's do the stickers. Stickers are the last stickers right here. Okay. sticker. And then another sticker. And I really like that they used white stickers. I know this is like the craziest, stickeriest set ever, but at least they used the white ones, so the white looks better as opposed to the transparent. Nice, okay. And let's get, is there another one on one? Oh yeah, there should be another place. Where? Okay, maybe that goes in the front. Oh, it does. Okay. Alrighty, guys. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. It's just stickers. Build the Saturn V on the floor and back was killing me afterwards. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay. To be fair, I haven't tried like a long duration of building on the floor in a long time. Maybe I'm just thinking it's like better just because I remember it having so much fun doing that when I was a kid. It's possible that it's like a total pain now. Jack, who's gonna win, Thanos or Captain America? Captain Thanos, obviously. No idea. I mean, it's MCU. Good guys versus bad guys. Good guys will win, but it's Thanos, so some good guys will probably not make it out alive. That's my guess. That's everybody's guess. That's not even a guess. Okay, let's get the last two stickers on right now. And that'll be that. Wow. It does look, people complain about stickers. It's like, yeah, of course, printed stuff is cool. Don't get me wrong. Printed stuff is always better. But, I mean, at a certain point, this set I built here, it's all printed stuff, but they're selling it for 15 bucks back in 1998, 114 pieces. So, you know, that's high still. Like, if you take in inflation into account, and Lego was probably way more expensive back then, you know, in just on average, just in relation to what people were making. So if Lego wants to make cool stuff and they have to cut costs here and there, and part of that cost cutting comes in the form of stickers, so be it. So be it, because I do think the detailing for this looks pretty good. This is the last one. The last sticker. Want to get it nice and even. You should watch my Lego build. Ask me something to build, try to build it, okay? Jack, oh, I'm going to drive the Lego Technic Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and now that, see the box behind you, really great car. I have to begin building someday. It is quite the undertaking. It's really cool. I've noticed when people come into the studio, that's a build that people walk over to more than the average one for sure. So yeah, it's quite a eye-catching set. Okay, let's move to this. Let's move to this camera. Yeah. Oh, sorry, this one's better. Okay. Nice, right? Sorry that it's so dark from here, but looks good. Oh man, I hope I don't get judged too hard on my stickering. I think I did a decent job. Looks cool though, right? Looks good in the front. Solid looking cruise ship. And I think these are pools on the top, right? That makes sense. And then the stickers again on the other side. Very cool. I think these are the life vests, the life rafts. You can kind of see them. You can kind of see them rounded out there. All right, and like I said before, these are the spare parts. Little spare parts, one of each, so you know you didn't miss any parts. And just for the heck of it, I know it's not going to work, but let's just try it. Let's switch back to this. Actually, you can switch to this. We don't even need that one. All right, so this is the Panama Canal set. So you can kind of see, I've got the little twisty bits here, but you can see me playing around with the water levels, getting all the ships to kind of raise and lower. All right, and the whole thing about the Panama Canal, you can also see little things pushing in and out. This is a set that mimics the entire Panama Canal system. It's sort of done as an educational, promotional STEM set for I think elementary or middle school students in Panama. I think they had a pretty good run of it. Lego actually gave this set to us and they asked us to like promote it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the ships from this set. They're each 2 stud wide and about 8 studs long or something. So here's this one. Here's what we just built, the Meraviglia. But technically it's 4 studs, so it can actually slide in between. Look, maybe it'll look better from this direction. I think it will. Maybe. That looks better. Actually, it kind of looks good from here, where you can sort of see the angle of it. Oh, I just broke off the watchtower. See, look, if you opened up all the canals at the same time, you might be able to push this thing all the way through. See, look. It's funny, all the little rounded slidey bits I think are getting caught on the angles. And then there it goes, right? It's funny, it's 4 stud wide, but there's these tiny little tiles on both sides, which make it just too thick in certain areas. So it's a little smoother right here, and then as soon as you get down to there, then it wants to start snagging a little bit. But yeah, sort of fits. No, it doesn't really fit, but I don't know, this is kind of fun. I feel like keeping this displayed next to the Meraviglia next to the Panama Canal would be kind of good. Really nice, man. I'm really glad that thank you so much, Trent. This is actually a really fun little build. Yeah, okay. Ooh. All right. So I think I'm gonna start heading. Oop. Let's put that tower back on before I forget. All right, I think with that, that's probably going to be the stream for today. I don't know how long we've been going. It is a little bit of a quicker stream. This set we built here was 114 pieces. I believe Trent said that this was 175 pieces, lots of stickers. But yeah, so this is sort of the Throwback Thursday. I don't know if we're doing this as a regular thing. It was just kind of a fun set that we had lying around. And I just really wanted to build it. Got a little thing in my throat now all of a sudden. Yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. I'm finishing off the episode for the Corvette 1969 Stingray 427 cubic centimeter engine, the big block with the power bulge hood. I think it's an L88 engine on the inside. It's got Patriot side exhausts. It's an awesome car. It's one of the cars that I've been sort of fantasizing getting for a long time. It's just got those wheel wells. It's so iconic. Looks like it was actually originally designed. The concept car that ended up becoming the Stingray was the Mako Shark II in 1965. It was only shown off as like a show car, one of those cars that never actually gets turned into a production thing, and had this really pointy nose, and the wheel wells were super sharp. And basically what they did is they toned that down because it was a little bit too much, and they gave it a cooler name, the Stingray, and that's what ended up becoming the Stingray, I think first appearing in 1968, and then also 1969. This is the model that we have. I think they sort of perfected it. They added more things to where you could kind of play around with the car a little bit more, and I think it was just a cooler looking thing all around. Anyways, that's tomorrow's episode, built by Dave Slater. Awesome stuff. He's working on some really cool projects as well for future mocks, like really cool stuff. And yeah, so that's gonna be it. I've been watching since the beginning. Thanks, Gabe. Love the support. Bye, everybody. Everybody's saying bye. See you, Star Wars boys. See you, everybody. Thank you once again to Trent McKenzie for sending over this awesome little collectible promotional set, the MCS Meraviglia. Yeah, definitely appreciate it, man. All right, we're gonna be out. I'm gonna get back to the editing. I got more things to do today. I actually got up at 5:30 a.m. today. Crazy. It already feels like, yeah, it feels like so much of the day has gone by, but it's really just noon. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm gonna do this thing where, yeah, you've got a transition. Okay, that's it, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.